How's it going, guys? So today we are working back on the E90 N52. It's been doing really good. The ticking would come back after you drove for a long time, but not to the level that it was before. Everything was going great. I took it to Walmart the other day, drove perfect, no problems. Started it up, got ready to leave, running rough, real rough. Luckily, I was smart enough to have the scanner with me. It had one code for the eccentric shaft sensor, which on this one is kind of like the cam sensor, give or take a little bit. That is under the valve cover. What it was doing when it threw that code is making it backfire through the intake. And I think that, my friends, is what knocked that rocker arm off. So I limped it home. It ran rough the whole way home. It kept throwing check engine light for misfire cylinder 6. My personal opinion, we're going to take it apart here in a minute. I think what's going on, from doing some more reading, I think that we're going to pull the valve cover. We just set the tray back in there for right now, so no rainwater got in it. We're going to pull the valve cover. I think what we're going to find is that the intake or the exhaust cam or both, the journal is going to be scarred really bad on the very front. It has like a metal piston ring that goes around the camshaft and runs in that tray. What the problem with these cars is, in 2007, 2006, 7, and then mid-year 2008, they actually fixed this. They had a metal ring on that camshaft. So in late 08, from what I read, you guys may or may disagree with this, I don't know. From what I read, late 2008, they went to a neoprene seal on that won't eat into the aluminum bearing cap. So I think we're going to pull that off. I think we're going to have it all gouged. A lot of guys were replacing the lifters on these cars. That was not fixing a problem because it was losing oil pressure in the front of that cam. That's what I think we're going to find. We're going to go ahead and, I guess, we'll do a time lapse of it. We're going to go pull this thing apart right now. We'll have to pull the cowl back out and pull these supports back out. And then just a few minutes, we can zip the valve cover off. And before we take anything else apart, we're going to do two things. See if the rocker arm is off on number 6. And then we should just be able to take each cap off without taking everything out and look at that and see how bad it's scarred. Okay, so this pulled the rocker arm out is actually the one behind the last one that was off. It's not the same one that's popped off. And it looks, nope, there's 3 of them off. So that backfire has to be doing that. Like, has to be. All right, well, I'll have to fish them out of there. But what we want to do next, we want to investigate these cam journals and see if they're scratched. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull this front one. Took me a little longer today. It's so damn hot outside. Okay. All right. So that one is not messed up. Let's set that. I need to set that just like that. I don't want to misplace that or do anything that's going to make us install that wrong. Let me get you off this thing, and I'm going to show you exactly where we're at here. All right, so here is where I just took it off at, and right there is a metal piston ring, and right there is another metal piston ring. And if you remember what I said, some of the problem is it'll scratch these. Oh, well, they're not too bad. I mean, they're not that good, but I don't know what the tolerance is here. We're gonna have to figure that out. And we're gonna have to figure out on the exhaust side. That one we're gonna have to take the camshaft loose because that's all tied in. So I'm gonna try to figure that out right now. Figure out what the tolerance is on the scratch on that, and if we do end up using the same head again, we're gonna have to replace those rings with neoprene. And just one more thing to add here: the eccentric shaft sensor is a Siemens, so it is a name brand. That was another question too, whether or not that's been replaced or what the deal with that is. But that is a name brand. It does look to be original. So 148,000 miles, it's probably done. Well, that's it, guys. I guess at this point we're looking for a different cylinder head, an 08 or later that doesn't have that problem. So I don't think there's much use to take apart the exhaust camshaft. We probably will, though, before we physically purchase a head. There's some of these on eBay that is what we need for like $350. That's complete. Even has a sensor in it. So at this point in time, by the time we bought a new exhaust cam ledge box, and even the intake side is kind of wore too bad to use that again. Time we bought a new sensor and whatever else you need, it's going to be more than 300 bucks. So I think we're just going to change that to the new series head, new style head, and that's pretty much it. So this video will be continued. Stay tuned, guys. If you have not subscribed, subscribe below. Stay tuned. We'll be back with this project and many others. Thanks for watching.